Hello everyone, my name is Curtis Madrid and I'm one of the directors for the I.D.E.A Foundation, and today I am joined by the couple who started the Seeds of Compassion movement.
Hello, my name is Craig Babcock and this is my wife Suzanne.
Hello.
Suzanne has had a voice problem for a long time now and she's unable to speak to where you can understand her. So I'll be doing all the talking and that might be unfortunate for us, but that's how it's going to go.
For many of us, when we're looking for ways to help, we just ask for guidance. We don't know exactly how it's going to come about. We hope that we're guided in the right direction, and we have the faith that we will be guided in the right direction. And in the case of Wandera, this is exactly what happened, as we often meet individuals like Wandera in the most remarkable and unlikely ways.
It's kind of amazing that we should run into such an amazing spirit and soul in such a young man as Wandera. Suzanne was introduced to him through her forum, and in our talking with him, we just kept finding out things that just made this man more outstanding than anybody we've probably run into in a long, long time. He had a successful business. He gave up his successful business to take on this orphanage and feed and take care of the children. That's amazing all by itself.
I personally talked to Wandera for the first time over Facebook Messenger, and I always had heard about, or at least been aware that there are people in the world that need help, and they live on less than $1 a day. There's very poor regions of the world, and here, at least where I live, in the United States, we have a lot. Even the poorest people in our country have a lot as far as material things go. And so when I'm talking with Wandera, it was the first time that I was actually faced with seeing children and living conditions where it just broke my heart, because I can see it face to face. It wasn't something that I just heard on the news or heard through the grapevine. I actually saw it, and I saw the needs of these children.
Well, Wandera is a consummate businessman besides a huge humanitarian. And he set up a plan to make this orphanage self-sufficient with the henhouse project.
We see our connection with Wandera as divine providence because, although we are on a fixed income, while Wandera was praying for help, Craig received a small inheritance from the death of his mother. Since this coincided with us meeting this remarkable young man, we were moved to use our money to personally make up the shortfall for the henhouse, plus the funds to purchase the land and support the orphanage while it was being built, with help from Curtis and other loving souls.
Well, the henhouse is built, the hens are laying, producing eggs. They have built it on their own land. And now there is a critical need to move the orphanage itself to that new land that the hen house is on, because his landlord has given him an eviction notice to be out by the end of the year.
And this is where we've had to remain open. As devastating as it's been to receive the news that they've had to be out by the end of the year, the eviction notice was moved up to November 1st. And because that happened, we're trying to figure out how we're going to raise the funds in time in order for the materials to be purchased and the facilities to be built. And remarkably, Wandera looked into it, and there's an option for an emergency shelter that comes with electricity, running water, and a place to sleep for all of the children. And this emergency shelter only costs $5,900 and can be built within a month. Initially, we've been raising money through GoFundMe, but we're excited to announce that the I.D.E.A Foundation is now a full charity, and it gives everyone who feels inspired to donate a second option. Just like the Bridge to Peace Project map, which documented all the individuals who identified as lights of hope, Craig created a new map, and it'll document everyone who has donated to become a seed of compassion. This new map starts bare, but with each donation, a green dot will be placed to represent the individual who donated. When you make your donation, we ask each of you to record your name and zip code or city so we can accurately add your energy to the world map. You can still donate through GoFundMe, but we don't have a way to record those individuals on the map, and so we encourage everyone to donate through the website, because then we can capture this growing energy, and for people who see the map and see that where they live is still blank, they will feel inspired to add their green dot and represent their region of the world.
What he has established there can easily be taught to other people that run the orphanages themselves, and that plan can be used. And he is in the spot where some of the greatest need is for young children to be picked up and cared for by the rest of the world. And so what better place to have a model that is actually working?
When talking with a lot of people, many have reached out and expressed to us that they have a desire to help and they really want to make a difference, but they also share a fear of not having enough money or thinking that they really can't make a difference. And we realize that this is a sentiment that many of us share around the world. Suzanne pointed out a quote recently given by the Dalai Lama, which I'm paraphrasing, but it was to the effect, "If you think you're too small to make a difference in the world, try spending a night with a mosquito." In his children's book, the Dalai Lama expresses that we all have the seed of compassion within us, and through this movement, we are taking this idea and putting it into action. Just like the mosquito can affect how you sleep through the whole night, donating $1 can truly make a difference in the lives of these children.
Imagine if 177,000 people that are teachers at this time donated $1. Guess what? That would pay for the orphanage, new buildings, and more.
The amount is not what counts. Of course, the more people donate, the faster the new orphanage will be built. But as most of you know, our focus has always been on the consciousness and energy effect in the world. And in this respect, it's about maximum number of people as possible identifying themselves as seeds of compassion and adding their energy and name, even if it's anonymously, to be recorded in the registry of compassion in the orphanage. Ever since we set up the I.D.E.A Foundation for the benefit for humanity, we always intended to help children's charities. This is when all of our previous work came into play, and we realized that it had all been leading up to this final movement.
We need to pull ourselves out of the state that the world is in, and unless we do something different, we're not going to pull ourselves out of anything. So we need to change the way we think, we need to change the way we act, and that all comes about from realizing possibly how things got started the way they did, and why we are in the mess we're in.
Being a father, it sucks to see how much the children need help over there, and they can't really get care for basic things that they need, and they don't have parents, and it just makes me think of my own kids, and what if they're going through the same thing? And so that's where I find my inspiration with my wife is we want to help, and we spend our money so frivolously sometimes on stupid stuff that bring us joy for a little bit, but just coffees and clothes, and go to Costco and you find this and that, and you just buy something new because you think you got to have it. And it's like, man, if we can just take our eyes off ourselves and place it on helping other people, we can truly make this world a better place. And so talking with Wandera, this is, obviously this is just one example of how we can help people, but it's going to grow from there. And that's where I find my inspiration. And I think that's what we all feel in our hearts, is we want to help and we just don't know how. But here's a real tangible way that we can help other people.
In the Origin of the Seeds of Compassion video, Suzanne will explain how the energy of peace from May of 2000 is being transmuted into the energy of compassion. Whatever may inspire you to donate $1, we want to thank each and every one of you for your love and support.